I am an atom of silica, born from the belly of a supernova star, flung far into space in its last burst of glory, drawn into the great wheel of its dust cloud, congealed into a planet with a hot molten core. For eons I roll in slow waves of magma deep below the planet's thickening crust, at last pushing upward to the mouth of a great volcano, spewed forth splendidly, a spray of fire against the black night sky. I come to rest in glossy black basalt, waiting patiently until the rains dislodge me from this barren, unmoving rock, washing me suddenly into a tumbling rivulet, down to a river, and on to the sea. Oh, the glory of it as I am snatched up and bound into the crystal shell of a diatom, wondrous designs of the sea's tiny creatures, delicate as blown glass ornaments, splendid as the crowns of kings. But little good my short-lived vanity, as I sink to the sea floor and am swallowed up in a trilobite's gut, then yet again swallowed by an imperious nautilus, huffing and puffing its jetway through the dark waters as it builds me into its striped hull. What great upheaval now is this, as the earth's very belly rumbles, and my nautilus, to whom I have grown so attached, as we say, is hurtled onto dry ground as the waters recede. Here my stardust is ground to earth dust, as the crustal agony thrusts plate against great tectonic plate, and I blow still one atom of silica across new mountains in red sandstorms, till coming to rest again where shallow inland seas slowly give rise to swamps. Here I become flesh-eating plant and dragonfly wing, whatever absorbs me paying the price of dissolving again that other things may form. I live on now in great scaly trees, one after another, until I am buried into the earth beneath the heavy stomp of tail-dragging dinosaurs. I am coal, fellow to legions of carbon atoms with their own tales to tell through the long night of rest. Who knows how often the seas come and go above us, the deserts dry, and the rains return. At last the bowels of the earth shake once more, and I suddenly see the light of day, exciting my lust for new travels. Gone are the great swamps and stompings, or are they? For here come thundering buffalo herds to graze the land far and wide. In glades of prairie grass I soon make their intimate acquaintance, traveling their long guts only to grow into new grass with each renewed cycle of birth and death. The pattern is broken when flood rains relieve the bondage, and I continue my journey in swirling waters until a filament of fungus catches me along some sandy bank and draws me into itself. The fungus lives among the roots of plants, trading nourishment, and one day I am traded, sucked up along roots into stem and then leaf, where I glisten in sun and rain while the plant makes its food and lives its life. One day a deer comes nibbling by the bank, and lo, I am there in its dark, warm insides, ever moving through its bloodstream and cells until the deer is brought down by a wolf. I am left behind after wolf and cubs feast, for vultures and worms and flies and legions of tinier microbes, the great recyclers, not knowing which of them will send me on my way again. As it happens, I travel on in the shell of a small beetle, who meets her end in the mouth of a frog, who no sooner having swallowed me is himself recycled through a great white heron, who excretes my bit of beetle shell unceremoniously and still undigested back into the river, where finally waters dissolve the chitin bit of shell, releasing me to tumble freely once more. Now on the glistening surface a gust of wind lifts me high into the air, higher and higher into a thick gray cloud, and then still higher into white wispy strands that blow to colder climes. O newest of adventures, high in the sky over the low spring Arctic sun, crystallizing into a snowflake, falling back to Earth's white cover, where I wait for the summer melt. Then tumbling again through bright clear streams, flanked by fields of flowers, as I wash once more to the sea. Gone are the trilobites, the life forms once I knew. But oh, what marvelous times befall me now as I cycle through plankton and seagrass and fishes, tube worms and lobsters in seas chill and tropic, thrilling to the amazing diversity, ever renewing my role in the great dance of life. Are they eons passing now, or only moments, as I lie amidst the ocean's sediment, pressed ever downward, as layers of sand and mud settle over me, ground along in the spreading seafloor until it meets the edge of another tectonic plate. Pushed downward ever deeper, the old familiar heat of Earth's core warms me, back into the molten magma where this journey began, back among my fellows whose tales of adventure rival my own. We know the Earth's body in all its magnificent twists and turns. We know its life intimacies, the thrill and speed of cataracts, the measured step of thundercloud, the leisure of mountain and meadow, the peaceful fall of the snows. We know the heat of the desert and its cold beneath the moon. We know the moor and mountain. We have been microbes, fungus, and plants. We have soared with the beetles and birds. We have been the fishes in the depths of the sea, and the creatures who fish them in turn. There is no part of Earth's body in which we have not shared the ever-improvisational dance of life. How many silica atoms are dancing in you?